Hi, my name is Qinghua Li. For your convenience, you can call me Li. Today we learn from Miss Bob Proctor. This is the one called Transferring Vibration, the Law of Attraction. We are only limited by weakness of attention and the poverty of imagination. That's the only limitation we got. Weakness of attention, you got to focus on what it is you want. You got to give it your undivided attention. And the poverty of imagination. Use your imagination to build enormous pictures. See great things happening in your life. Make a decision to become one with whatever you want. A lot of people are wandering around. They don't know what to do. Their life isn't going where they want to go. They are not doing what they want to do. And they are stuck. And they don't know how to change it. You see, we've got the ability to create the kind of life we want, but it doesn't happen by accident. If you don't gain awareness of who you are and what makes you tick, odds are pretty good you'll never be free. Most people live in a little cage of their own making, and they don't even know it. You and I are God's highest form of creation. There's nothing on the planet that will equal us. I often point out that we are the only creature on the planet that's totally disoriented in our environment. It's true. All the other little creatures are completely at home in their environment. They blend in. We don't. We're being given the mental faculties to create our own environment. Yes, just that most people don't do a very good job of it. School doesn't teach us how to do it. You go right to our education system, come out knowing virtually nothing about yourself. I want you to take your phone and look at it and think of this. Let each of those lines on the screen represent a level of vibration. Everything on the phone you can do with your marvelous mind. We refer to this level of vibration as frequencies. And there's infinite numbers of frequencies. Now your phone has its own frequency. If I've got your number in my phone, I can hit send, but you get the message. Doesn't matter where you are. I could take a picture, hit send, and simultaneously with me hitting it, you will have it. See, in truth, there isn't any time or space. That's an illusion. We are dealing here with energy. When we are dealing with frequencies, we are dealing with energy. Everybody's phone has its own frequency, but so do people. You can transfer pictures from your mind to somebody else's mind on the other side of the world, just the same as you can with your phone. Now, most people never really gain an understanding of that or how to do that. But everything you are thinking, you are sending off charges of energy. Thought is energy. Thought waves are cosmic waves that penetrate all time and spaces. Thought waves make the laser look appealing. It's the most potent form of energy. Most people don't really know how much about it. They don't think very much about it. Every great leader that has ever lived has been in complete and unanimously agreement that you and I become what we think about. We disagreed on almost everything else, but at one point we truly do become what we think about. Most people think of what they don't want. They spend time thinking what they don't want. I get so sick of living this way. I get so tired of never being able to afford. I'm so sick of not taking vacation. I'm just sick. And that's all they're thinking about. and they attract it. They magnetize it themselves to what they don't want. If we were thinking of the phone, get it straight in your mind. Your mind works like the phone. Do you know that everything we want is already here? You are going to find nothing created or destroyed. Everything is already here, but we've got to get on the frequency that's on. We've got to get on in tune with it, and when we do, it comes flying at us. Now, with the secret, didn't do it. It didn't teach you how much about the law of attraction, talking about a lot of it, but didn't teach much about it. Law of attraction is a secondary law. It is not primary law at all. Law of vibration is a primary law. That law decreases, everything vibrates, nothing rests. This whole building and everything in it, you and me, and everything in this is moving. It's by its energy and it moves. It's in very high speed of a vibration. This body we are living in moving. As we active brain cells, everything in it start to change. And we can active those brain cells at the will. And listen, most people don't listen, they talk. They hear, but they don't listen. You hear with your ears. You listen with your emotions. Everything you want is also on its frequency. I don't know what you want, but if I were to sit with you one-on-one, that I could be taking for it, I would ask a question and I would be one of the figure out what you want. But most people don't know what they want. Look at your present results right now. I want you to really think about your result. If you are thinking about your income, look at your income. You're talking about relationships, look at your relationships. If you're talking about your health, really take a look at you are attracting what you are in harmony with. If somebody had told me that when I first started, I wouldn't have liked it because I didn't like what I was coming into my life. I didn't like it at all, but we've got to understand nobody gives it to us. If it's coming, we've earned it. If we don't like it, we can change it. It's so basic and so simple. Energy attracts like energy. This thing we are living is a molecule structure. Of course, here talking about our body. It's massive energy and high speed of vibration. Whatever we are thinking controls the vibration we are in, because as we're thinking, we active brain cells, and that would cause us to vibrate. What you are thinking dictates how you feel. Feeling is a language of the subconscious. When you say I feel, what you are really talking about is vibration you are in. You say I feel terrible. You are in a terrible vibration. Change your thinking. But the person in a terrible vibration doesn't want to hear that. It's almost like they want to enjoy their misery. People like that. Now you see somebody else and I said, oh, I feel phenomenal. That they are in choosing good picture. Make a decision to become one with whatever you want. Do you know what the problem with most people? They don't know what they want. They really don't know what they want. It is rather sad because you can have everything you want. There's absolutely no limit. None. I mean, anything you want, anything. You create your own life. Doesn't matter what it is. There are laws that governs this whole universe. One of the laws that Carnegie gave us, that's one of the best, he said. Any ideas that is held in the mind, any ideas, it doesn't matter what it is, any ideas that help in the mind that emphasizes that you keep thinking about. Get this. that is either feared or revered, he said. Any ideas that's healthy mind that's emphasized, that's either feared or revered, will begin to close itself in the most convenient and appropriate form available. That's a perpetual law of transportation. I believe here my pronunciation kind of problem should be like perpetual laws of transportation. That's a law of the universe. Energy is always moving into form. Whatever you're thinking about is moving into form. It's like when God was asked how he did such a beautiful work. He said, I dream my painting and then I paint my dream. Write your goal on a card. Tear the card loose in your pocket. Now what happened? When I put my hand in my pocket and I touch the card, the sensory factor touch is affected. It sends a light message, rivers firing through my central nervous system, striking those cells in my brain. They are activated, and the picture of my goal flashes on my mind. So you see, it's all electronic. You're much like your phone or like your computer. You are in charge and you can dictate what picture you want coming on your mind. And that picture must move into form. That is absolutely law. We are only limited by weakness of attention and the poverty of imagination. That's only limited with God. Weakness of attention. You got to focus on what it is you want. You got to give your undivided attention and the poverty of imagination. Use your imagination to build enormous picture to see great things happen in your life. What pictures are you holding on the screen of your mind? The only limited is weakness of attention and the poverty of imagination. Now, attention is drawn through your higher faculty, the will. The will gives you the ability to focus on one idea. See here, he has a picture here, basically the will and the ability to focus on one idea to exclusion of all outside direction. There's two things you have to know if you really want to live your dream. You have to know where you have to know where you are going. And then you're moving in that direction. Let me repeat here because I think the picture will hear something wrong. Basically, he mentioned the two things you have to know. Basically, you should know where you are now and then where you to go. Then you move into that direction. Why are so many people stuck? If you think about it, it's so simple. Why are so many people stuck? Our problem is in paradigms. A paradigm is what in control of life to a very large degree. And it is the paradigm that keeps people stuck. A paradigm is a mental program that has almost exclusive control over our habitual behavior. A paradigm is a program that has almost exclusive control over our habitual behavior. And get this, most all of our behavior is habitual. Paradigms control you. And paradigms control your perception. Perception is a mental faculty. Animals don't have a perception, humans do. Perception is one of the higher faculties that we got. Your paradigm controls your use of time. Do you know that every of us get exactly the same amount of time? We get all there is. No one get any more than anybody else. But your paradigm controls everything. It also controls your creativity. You see, some people are not creative and others, that's not true. Everybody creative. You are creative. God's image. Our problem is we got that reversed and we created God in our image. You are a creative being. You are a truly creative being. Your paradigm controls your effectiveness. because it controls how do you do it. Of course, your effectiveness is going to dictate your productivity. How productive are you? That is, your paradigm control your logic. This is huge. You have people say, oh, you got to be realistic, or they could say that's logic. How often does logic stop you? You know that's not realistic. If you can think in it, you can do it. When you think, of course, it controls your ability to earn money. But you see, most people really don't understand money. All the money in the world is available to us. All we have to do is earn it. And working, hoping to be the very worst way to earn money. It's true. Listen. This guy studied 500 of the world's most successful people. He's talking about Napoleon Hills. And he pointed out in here, if you believe that hard work and honesty alone will bring riches, he said that's not true. When riches comes in huge quantity, they never be the result of hard work. Riches come, if they come at all, in response to definite demands based upon the application of a definite principle, and not by chance or luck. That's all by law. There's no end to what you can earn now. Paradigms keep you boxed in all of those areas. It's just like there's a box around us, and every time we go to change, we hit the wall. And it doesn't happen when you make up your mind. You are going to change the paradigm, wall comes down. But I'm going to tell you something that doesn't mean you're going to change right away. You make a decision. I'm going to change this. That wall will come down. Then you will be in the position to start moving. And the wall is down. You are not bouncing off it anymore. And when you say, I'm going to change, just think of this. To change can be huge. Absolutely huge. And the change is permanent. You will never go back. You see, awareness is something you cannot lose. Your spiritual DNA is perfect. You know what that means? It means there's perfection within every one of us. There's perfection within every one of us. It doesn't require any modification or any improvement. Absolutely done. There's perfection within you, and that perfection seeks expression with and through you. That's what caused you to want. My grandmother pretty well raised me, and I'm going to tell you something. Grandma was wrong on this score because she said you should be satisfied with what you got. Grandma was wrong. Never. You should never be satisfied with what you got. You should be happy with it. This satisfaction is a creative state. This satisfaction is going to get you to reach higher, go further, run faster. This satisfaction is a creative state. It's spiritual essence with us seeking expression through us. See? There is a perfection within us, and it wants to express itself with and through us. That's why you want everything you own. When you die, it belongs to somebody else. You never own anything. You are merely a custodian. You shouldn't have it, and you should enjoy it, but you never own it. But what you are is yours forever. That's why we want to develop a greater awareness, want to become aware there's perfection within us. Spirit all-knowing, What that means? All the knowledge there ever was or ever will be, only president. All the knowledge there ever was, or all the power, you were wondering, where does she get all the energy? Where does he get those energy? Nobody gets energy. Everybody releases energy. Desire is a triggering mechanism. So all power there ever was or ever will be, they all, some people say, I'm tired, I don't know where you get all the energy. You got it. Release it. Desire is a triggering mechanism, and it doesn't matter where you are, because it's omnipresent. We are connected to everything connected to us. There's only one power. That's the real you. Are you truly who you pretend to be? Come on, wake up, get out, make it happen. See here, when I learned to be honest with you, at the beginning when I learned, I didn't understand that much because if you don't know you are a spiritual being, when you thinking this is all nonsense. But then when whatever you learn, I tell you on the other videos, you have to be open-minded. When you learn, always focus on try to get something, not focus on try to find their fault or, this doesn't work for me. No, when you learn, that's what they said. When you learn, you need to have a certain amount of confidence. If you're too high, you think, oh, this doesn't help. If you're too low, you think you can't get it. But you should have this level. Think about Miss Bob Proctor reading one book from 1961, and then took him 9.5 years to find out why he went from lose. So now he share everything. So basically, we should know our body is always moving. Even we don't see, that's but our thought. Those thoughts creating the feeling, those feeling creating those vibration. If we are in the bad vibration, that's why you attract the bad thing. So from now on, think about that. All the power, all the energy always flow to and through us. When that energy comes in, try to thinking to the positive side. So put you in the good vibration. And then that's what you attract, the good thing, right? Because you can change your life. I know sometimes I feel like, think it's so hard. But from my own experience, think about that. If you can thinking in positive way can put you being happy, that's a good start, right? Start little by little. And then someday they will lead you to there. That's what someone said. If you don't believe in yourself, that means you are not ready yet. So you have to spend your time. Believe yourself. Think about whatever you want. See here, he mentioned something. Sometimes you wanting better, good. It's not you being greedy or something, because that's the energy try to express. It always try to expand. So that's natural. As long as you find where you want to go, write it down on that card and put that card in your pocket. Keep reading, and they will change your paradigm, because paradigm, holding so many areas of a life. Anyway, I hope you like this, and then if you like, share with others, and let's helping each other to wake up, because we have a power inside ourselves. We have this perfection within us. Talk to you guys soon.